Let's get it. When you dance with the devil, you don't change the devil changes you. This issue actually came to my attention from a fellow YouTuber by the name of MovingMad. This is a gentleman out of UK. I believe he's from the UK. I'm listening to his accent, and that's what I think. The way things work out, though, in today's world, this guy could be from Jersey, just sounds real British. But in any event, he does reviews on a lot of the 90-Day Fiance reality shows, a lot of the same things that I do. But when I saw this, I wanted to give my commentary, at least my perspective, my take on this particular issue and how I think it could possibly help some other folks who may be in a similar or like situation. This video is based on a young lady who starred on a 90-Day Fiance franchise who was dating a gentleman by the name of Ben. Now, Ben is a 50-year-old man, 50-plus-year-old man, who decided that he fell in love and found his soulmate in a young lady by the name of Mahogany. Mahogany was in her early 20s as they were filming the show. One of the things that really struck me is that Ben was always kind of chasing her, going after her, stalking her to a point. He went down to her country without her approval. He shows up, says, I want to strong arm her. I want to meet you at your town. He goes to her town. He starts asking around about her. It's creepy as hell. Right? And after they meet, they do the whole thing. She breaks it off with him because he's creepy and he's weird. So she breaks it off. And right before the tell-all, he comes back on the show and he reveals that he was able to squeeze back down to her country, meet up with her, and try to romance her. And he's filming it and taping it unbeknownst to her so that he can go on to the tell-all and proclaim that they've fallen in love and that he doesn't look like a simp and an idiot for going down chasing her the way he was chasing her. The part that really bothered me is that after the tell-all was filmed, it came out in the news that Ben had been arrested for driving under the influence. According to Ben, he was trying to help some homeless people who were staying at a hotel. He gets to the hotel, he's helping them. I don't know what he's helping them with. But he gets to the hotel, they offer him some wine, he takes the wine, he drinks it, and he starts feeling funny. So he leaves. And according to Ben, they drugged him or slipped him a Mickey while he was drinking the wine. So he leaves, he felt funny, he checks into a different hotel, stays there for 2 days, basically unconscious and out of his mind for 2 days. Then he gets back in his car after 2 days in his hotel, tries to drive home, gets into a car wreck, and tears his car up. He's sitting on the curb. The police pull up. They see this guy sitting on the curb. They see his car tore up. They give him the sobriety test. He fails it. They do the blood check on him. This guy is high as hell. Now, what does that tell me? Ben wasn't trying to help anybody but himself. He put the Ben in drug bender. And this is where I say, for people who are involved with folks who maybe, you meet somebody, they're kind of cool, they're interesting, and you're trying to hang out with them to get to know them, and you find out that they suffer from a form of addiction. When you dance with the devil, you don't change the devil changes you. And with regard to Ben and this young lady, Ben being a senior person involved with this very young lady, influencing her the wrong way, it's very possible that he influenced her to do the wrong thing. He put her on the path where he normalized drug use, pill use. I'm not going to infantilize her by making her this helpless person who doesn't know right from wrong. But there is a power in normalization. When you hang out with somebody who's doing the wrong thing, it's very easy for you to fall into the cycle of thinking that thing that is wrong. And normally if you pull them aside and ask them, do you think this is a good idea? They would say no. But because they've been around somebody who is doing the wrong thing for so long, they think that thing is normal. Let's go through what she wrote. Now, I want to keep in mind that she is a Spanish-speaking person primarily. She speaks English, but as you can tell from the Instagram post that she put up, her English is clearly her second language. So I want you to keep that in mind and be a little more forgiving as far as the grammar and maybe some of the ideas that she puts forward. Let's go ahead and listen to that real quick. This is from Mahogany Roca. My story time. I became someone different since the show ended. Open my demons and get on my way in his dreams. I found mine. Almost 1 month ago, I suffered an overdose that almost killed me. I started taking some pills to rest until work. Love, more friendships completely stole my time, and I accidentally thought I would sleep happily. I don't remember much of the story, but when I was unconscious, I wanted to be able to live and I couldn't. Listen to Ben's voice, who was on the phone screaming, "Mahogany, wake up. Are you breathing?" And I woke up. Long journey that was coming to me. I'm a healthy person, but I didn't think the pills would give me a bad move. Anyway, someone in the sense that when almost lost his life now is grateful to that. Why not thank that this Easter? Hashtag 90 Day Fiance. Now again, according to what she said, she was doing these things to try to do come up, come down. She would do it because of love. She would do it because of friendships. And she would do it just to deal and cope with everyday life. And when you have that kind of crutch, it becomes very detrimental to you because life is always going to throw a curveball at you. There's always going to be something that comes up and gives you a reason to go ahead and pop that thing or shoot this or drink that, this, that, and the other, or, try to escape in some way. There will always be a reason for that. And that it's not going to help you. And the fact that she's on the phone with Ben, and Ben is the one who, tried to save her and call her back to life and all that, gives me a strong indication that Ben is a huge influence and contributing reason as to why she may very well be in this situation and circumstance. Which is why I say, if you're a person who has these types of tendencies, I ask you, and I'm sure your family is pleading with you, that you find it in yourself to seek help. Go out and try to get in touch with somebody. Go to a meeting. Go talk to people who can help you. Now, I want to try to spin it a little bit, because the same way that when you dance with the devil, you don't change the devil changes you. And by being around people who normalize certain circumstances can make those things available to you. I also want to give you the same idea when it comes to a cure. When you hang out with people or go to groups and you deal with people who are in recovery, they help to normalize your recovery. They help to bridge the gap between the things that you are doing to you being in a place where you want to be. If you have a friend or a family member who is involved with this, you have to be very careful with it, because the truth of the matter is they can't be helped until they want to be helped. And I understand that everybody wants to push them into recovery, push them into salvation, push them into a safe place. But again, they can't find help, and they will never have the strength to do the things that are necessary to get the help they need until they want to get the help they need. Finally, I would just say that if you are in a position where you're meeting somebody and you're dealing with somebody, no matter how nice they are, how wonderful they are, you have to be very careful. Because again, their addiction and their drive is strong. It is strong. And a lot of times it's stronger than any relationship they could have with you, any thought or feeling that they could have towards you. And so your desire to make them better will not be stronger than their desire to do the thing that they're doing. And in fact, their desire is so strong, it very well may pull you in. It's a lot like trying to save somebody who's drowned. You could dive in the water, but if they don't want to get out of the water, you can't pull them. And there's a better chance that they could pull you down too. That's my take. I'm James. This has been my take on reality, and I'm out. 'Cause I've been